Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Words can be like X-rays. If you use them properly, they'll go through anything. You read and you're pierced. After silence, that which comes nearest to expressing the inexpressible is music. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you mad. But I don't want comfort. I want God. I want poetry. I want real danger. I want freedom. I want goodness. I want sin. Maybe this world is another planet's hell. The more powerful and original a mind, the more it will incline towards the religion of solitude. I want to know what passion is. I want to feel something strongly. If one's different, one's bound to be lonely. I wanted to change the world. But I have found that the only thing one can be sure of changing is oneself. An intellectual is a person who has discovered something more interesting than sex. There are things known, and there are things unknown, and in between are the doors of perception. That men do not learn very much from the lessons of history is the most important of all the lessons that history has to teach. I like being myself and nasty. The secret of genius is to carry the spirit of the child into old age, which means never losing your enthusiasm. Experience is not what happens to a man, it is what a man does with what happens to him. One believes things because one has been conditioned to believe them. Every man's memory is his private literature. All that happens means something, nothing you do is ever insignificant. That all men are equal is a proposition which at ordinary times, no sane individual has ever given his assent. Happiness is not achieved by the conscious pursuit of happiness, it is generally the byproduct of other activities. Is contrary to nature, contrary to life. The only completely consistent people are the dead. Most men and women will grow up to love their servitude, and will never dream of revolution. There is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that's your own self. Most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted. To travel is to discover that everyone is wrong about other countries. No social stability without individual stability. Ironically enough, the only people who can hold up indefinitely under the stress of modern war are psychotics. Individual insanity is immune to the consequences of collective insanity. I ate civilization. It poisoned me, I was defiled. And then, he added in a lower tone, I ate my own wickedness. I'd rather be myself, he said. Myself and nasty. Not somebody else, however jolly. The propagandist's purpose is to make one set of people forget that certain other sets of people are human. For in spite of language, in spite of intelligence, and intuition and sympathy, one can never really communicate anything to anybody. Experience teaches only the teachable. I'm afraid of losing my obscurity. Genuineness only thrives in the dark. Like celery.